Cleaned up the irrigation that wasn't working last time. Hopefully put some oil in it. Hopefully it works. It's way up in the air because it floods down here, so keep stuff out of the river. Make a little bit of a chore to put oil in it. Got half a tank left, or half a tank in now, so if it don't work now, it's something else. Well, it's running for now anyways, just low on oil. Now we'll get out of our way. We moved back to the field back that way. About, what is it, 3/4 mile off the road, whatever it is, just so just in case it rains. Get back to stuff it's hard to get to. Get back in the truck, head back over where Dad and Aaron are, doing 50-hour greasers on the combine, and we'll be ready to roll again.
In Indiana, picking corn, of course. Got a couple irrigations going this morning, move out of the way that we got picked up against yesterday. So here's one of them. There's just a couple comments I want to make. That we did our greasing this morning on our head and our combine, and I've complained about this before on YouTube. But there's a couple things companies could do that just make life so much easier, and it don't mean squat to them, so evidently that's why they don't do it. Like on the gearing off corn head, it's a great corn head. But you got to grease the universals every so many days, and you got to get them turned right. It's hard to get to them for the shields. One of them you got to take a shield off, which ought to have thumb screws instead of bolts. That's first complaint. Main complaint though, I have seen universal joints with 2 grease zerks, one on each side. There's just no reason we can't do that. It'd make our life so much easier. Company guys, they see that universal joint, nice and clean, easy to get to, greasing, yeah, no problem. Get out here in the dirt and the grime, the mess, grease all over you. Put us on 2 grease zerks. It can't be no expense, amount to fart. Be so much easier. Then on the case drive shaft underneath the combine, goes from your transmission out to your tracks. We actually had this done on one. On that coupler, you got to grease every 50 hours, I believe it is. Put 2 grease zerks on that, so it's much easier to get to. We did that on one, and in the next machine we didn't. That just made things so much nicer. There's just no reason those simple things can't be done. I know there's a lot of farmers on here watching this and they're feeling the same way. Let's all start doing a little bit of complaining about those simple little things that makes life easier. Maintenance is something you need to do, and the easier it is to do it, the more often you're likely to get it done like you should. So it's no big deal. Put some more grease zerks, please.
Big thank you to Terry Andrews and Darren, Work Hard Insurance, Ross Jimmy John's today. Highlight of the day when you get food, let me tell you. Thanks, Terry. We're going good here on the corn crew. What have we done there today? Had 30,000 bushel day today so far. 38,000 bushel day yesterday, so I don't know if we'll get 40 there or not. We might, depends how long we want to go. But bad news from the bean crew. Morse's rotor is not rotating. The right from H&R came down, chased it down to a bad gearbox that drives it. So that's all I know so far. We're going to take her down to H&R and just start trying to find a gearbox.
Well, getting about sunset again. Over the trees there and got the jet trails. Really showing up this evening. Picked a lot of corn today. We're already 32,000 bushel or so, and ain't even dark yet. Got more combine troubles. George's rotor gearbox went out. Kay said that's the second new combine they've had this year that's went out on. I think he just said he's at 120 or 25 separator hours. Not much. Guess I've been pretty fortunate with mine. Everything is running good.
Been a great day for the corn crew. We got about 33,000 bushels picked so far, and we had to do all the 50-hour greasers and everything else this morning. So we're back into some 1587 Pioneer, that thing. Sailboat like crazy compared to the rest of it. Show you the pretty view. Always nice down here. It's wide open country. Does this look creepy at all? We're done picking for the day, but now we gotta go out to this irrigation because it didn't keep running. That got going this morning. Pretty sure it's because that tire's off. So Dad's choosing a tire to walk through or walk to. I'm choosing another, so we know which tire or which tower the tire's missing from. And David and Garrett's gonna come over here in the morning with a skid steer and get it fixed before they start cutting beans. But it's a long walk to where the heck this thing is. Walking in the track that it goes on though. Well, we found it. It's the one I walked to. I can't believe it was having trouble running. Now this thing covers like 330 acres, and this did a full like half turn with it like that. How? I don't know, but it did, and we'll get it fixed tomorrow.
Well, I walked out in the cornfield too at night, but Larice got all the glory. The second one from the end had the tar off. I went to the third one. I just didn't even quite make it there before he yelled and already found it, so.
Back down to 2 trucks today, so I gotta carry this way out. Help catch them up. Big area down here. But Garrett and David got the tire on that irrigation. Got it all lined up and it's still not working, so. I don't know. Might be another day before we get that one figured out. Well, I haven't had the camera much on today, but been rolling through the acres, eating the corn. Jay's getting ready to come take my place so I can go to a school board meeting. I'm not gonna do it over the phone this month like last month. I'm gonna actually go to it. So I'm gonna take my spot. Be back over here tomorrow. We did get lunch from Brent Like today, our main marketing man. Thanks to him for that. And I got 2 double cheeseburgers, and they were both delicious. Cannonball's a 1 lane now.
As of 1900?
Yeah, something like that. They're doing some new construction here. There's gonna be a new trestle bridge going in a 2 lane that's gonna go around like that. But so now we got signs letting us know we got a 1 lane bridge because of construction. Got a 1/4 inch of rain last night. Took the morning off, didn't take it off, but did other stuff. Took the morning off from picking. Now we're heading back now to get going again.
Get going again.
Back picking. Corn's in good shape, ground's in good shape. Still get the semis in the field, so soaked up that 1/4 inch pretty good. Corn didn't pick up too much moisture. It's like 15% for a little bit, so we like it anyways. I'm not gonna be here long though. David's gonna come take my place in a couple hours so I can go watch the girls play basketball since the bean crew's not able to go this evening. He just gave George a ride down to his combine at H&R. I think they already got his gearbox on his rotor, so hey, weren't down too long, so especially with this rain. So shout out to H&R to getting that together quick. So we can be back in action tomorrow when they'll be back cutting beans. And thanks to David for taking my place so I can go watch the girls for a night. 3rd game I've caught this year.
About 2/10 to 1/4 inch last night. We waited till noon to come over. Back after picking again. We're working on the irrigation. Can't get it to move. There's 3 of them over there. Kellyanna Irrigation trying to get it going. Hopefully they get it going soon. I'd like for them to get it going today so we can get it out of the way here. We'll see. Well, it's not very late. It's, what time is it? 7:30. Got a bad oil leak, so we're shutting her down. Hydraulic oil leak. Can't find it at night very good. Got the exhaust and everything smoking, so we're going to stop right where we're at. Get somebody to look at it in the morning and bring some oil.
Well, I was going last night. They shut down early because there's an oil leak. And it is oily. Don't know where yet. Looking. Alright, update. We brought this down here, so I'm filling the 500 up while we're waiting. Oh, I got the adjust choke. Much better. Filling this up. Dad's taking the combine up to the shed. We brought a little portable washer with us. Wash that off. We can't find it yet. Jerry, anybody that's dealt with H&R or J&L over the years knows Jerry. He's a great mechanic, especially a combine mechanic. He's fearing it might be the motor, the fan motor that's leaking, or a line to it. So we're gonna have to take some stuff apart to get to that. So we're gonna wash it off first. So they're on the way up the shed. Get this filled up, then I'll meet them up there. So hopefully we pick corn today. We'll see. Got all the shields off. Yeah. Okay, I think it's a line on the radiator fan. We got about to find out.
Okay, there's a culprit, we think. Maybe it's just the O-ring, Jerry.
I'll head back to the shop.
He's seen it, I think.
Yeah. I doubt that we got anything like that, though.
Tell Ryan to start heading in and get one.
Down there.
Going back together.
Already here.
There's a line that went to the bottom.
Tuck my clamp.
That line went right on the bottom of that. Right on the bottom of the motor on the fan. And he's off. We're fixed. Heading back down the bottoms. I think we got her fixed. Huge shout out to Red Hill FFA for lunch today. Waylon Johnson for delivering. Thanks. Cheeseburgers. Never go wrong with cheeseburgers. Terry Andrews one day, Brent Like the next, Red Hill FFA the next. Who's next? Who's gonna bring us something to eat?
Hello YouTube, give you a little update on where I'm at, what's going on. Trying to get the field view set right now. We are on Beards. Beard over Levy, Beard Big Field. That's where we're at. There we go. And it's even got us, even found the combine. So all good. Yeah, that's correct. See where the combine's at. Yep, okay. Plug in the charge cord, because it don't take it long to run that down. This is Friday. Tuesday evening late. The rotor just quit on me. I didn't really know what was going on. I fooled with it a little bit. Then I called H&R and service is terrific. They got a man out. Brian come out, checked it. Said the gearbox is toast. So that was after hours time we got that discovered. So I took the combine down to their shop in Preston, left it. They sent a man Wednesday after the gearbox. It was in Indianapolis. Got that, had it apart by the time got back with it Wednesday evening. By Thursday afternoon I had this combine back, and that was in a little wet. Of course by then we had a tenth or two of rain, so it didn't get a cut. But this was a big enough job they had to take the oil pan off the engine, drop that 350 pound transmission
out to the sieves, slide it out the back of the combine. They had to pick it back up, put it back up in there on the end of the rotor, put the engine oil pan back up. I got that back in 1.5 days. Can't ask for any better service than that. Thank you, H&R. Appreciate it. Well, we're ready to try it. I'm sure it's a little wet, but I want to make sure everything's going to run. We'll see how it's going. Okay, here we go. Let's see what we got. Rotor's turning. Let's see here. We need to pull the header back a little bit once it's warm. Once it's wet. And doing that with a 4-aft here. Should be all right. And there's some dust. That's a good thing. Just pretty sure it's going to be a little wet. Depending on how wet, whether we'll continue to cut. Alright, I can hear a small squeak. Let's see if we can locate which side that's coming from in a minute here. Can't complain about the yield. Oh, showing them 16.2, 16.9, 16.5. Pretty wet, but everything seems to be working. That's the main thing. I'll have to figure out where that squeak's coming from. Ain't liking that. Feeding in good, going through real good. Jerry took some straight bars off the rotor. He said we didn't need for beans. Only slowing us up then was for corn. So maybe it's just going through better.
Well, a little bit of a frustrating morning, but not bad. Had an oil leak. It was a hard one to get to on the fan motor, but she's all fixed now, and beautiful day, picking good corn, sun's out, wind's blowing. Assumed it was a little bit damper actually for anti-dust, but it's fine. It's harsh and good. Back in full swing.
All right, we're up and running fine. That line fixed it. It was just cracked where the fitting went into the motor on the radiator fan. So we have all 3 combines running for that. And also thank you for Jerry coming out today, got us back running on this. It rained a 10th last night, so we were going to be a little later going this morning anyways, but we were up and going by 1 o'clock. And also shout out the Atlanta Irrigation guys, the Rinky boys. They sell Rinkies there, work on different irrigations, come out, got the camp field finally going that we've been having so much trouble with here lately. We had the tire off, everything, thought that'd fix it. Blowing oil, thought that'd fix it. Ended up, they found a loose jumper wire, so they got that tightened up, and away it went. Takes many people to keep a farm going.
I got the back full, Dad, but the front needs more.
Even people that don't work here, but couldn't do it without them.
Everything's going fine, running fine. I did want to mention putting that heavy piece back up through the screens, up through the bottom of the combine. It's just right there at the bottom of the engine. And one of the guys fell out of the combine. Now, I wouldn't want to say who, Jerry, but somebody did fall out of the combine. Thankfully, he wasn't hurt, but I'm sure he's a little sore. He's really a little too old to be doing them kind of acrobatics. So, cutting started. We're laid over a little. And like I said, we had a little bit of mist and rain last night, so they're not real dry. They're 14.8. We'll take that. That'll be fine.
Get full, they'll make it. Well, I wish I would have brought the drone today, but I didn't. The B crew, right over there. First time we've been in eyesight of each other, well, all harvest.
Sunset in the Midwest in a bean field. Little dust still blowing across the ground. David's over here where the dust is. Kenny's over there where the dust is. And I'm here where the dust is. Dusty everywhere. These beans aren't very good. It's dry here, no irrigation. They're middle 50s. It is what it is. Hopefully won't be too much of that.
Well, we finally got the camp field done. We got 2 fields done. What that makes? What does that make? Anyways, over 600 acres. 2 fields. Moving that way to the next one. The guy's over there. We worked close with him for a little bit. Just made it. He stopped. That's not a good sign. Stuck stick. Stuck stick in the snapping row. That explains it. He stopped throwing off another limb. That storm that went through St. Francisville went through here too. This road was closed for a while. Trees. Oh man, there's at least a couple trees down over electric lines and all that stuff. So I'm gonna drive up front of him and see if I see any more. Township did a good job getting to most of these. There's a few finding up in front of him. Not the best spot where the trees fell down. That's gonna be it for this week's video. Didn't take a whole lot of videos, I don't think. At least not that I don't remember, but do better next week. See you Wednesday at 3.